You probably have friends in your life. Well, I hope you do have friends in your life. And I bet those friends, those people that you call friends, it came to your life very early on. Maybe some of them childhood friends, if you really like it, some of them university friends, and some of them maybe co-workers. It happens because we kind of have this forced conditions in our life, like same university, same classroom, and we kind of forced to get to know this person that's sitting actually next to us. And later on, when we become adults, we become so busy that we don't have actually time to get to know the person. Even if we work with this person together every day, we see those people, but we so much in our mind, in our own problems, in our own life, that we actually don't even get to know the person in front of us. And this friendship, this love, this genuine love for human being doesn't happen as much anymore in your life later on. The more adult you become, the more busy you become. People that you tend to spend time the most with is actually the people you love the most, and it's not always happens by choice. In my case, it's my relatives. The coolest people I know, literally, not because they are my relatives, but because they are my relatives, I kind of forced to spend so much time with them, especially in the past. So the coolest people I know is my mom, is my dad, my brother, my grandmother, and my husband. I would always choose to spend time with them over anybody. And that just because I know those people. I spend so much time with them. I know everything about them. And well, at least I think I do. Of course, I don't know. Also, I have this friend that I haven't seen in 5 years. Is my best friend. We always talk on the phone, but we haven't seen each other like in 5 years because we literally live in different countries. She lives in Vietnam. I live in Dubai. Before I lived in Spain, she lived in Vietnam as well. So even when I come back to Russia, I never tend to see her. She's my best friend just because we had this time in university where we had this common problem that we shared with each other, and after we went to travel together and we bonded on that experience. We had each other and we had this time and attention that we dedicated to each other, and we got to know each other. And it seems to me that I know her, and because I know her, I love her. Those people in our life, like my best friend, my relatives, my husband, they seem like so special to us. Like there is no other people in the world who can understand us. There is no other people in the world who with whom we can feel so great and whom we love so much. But that's not true. You love those people only because you dedicated your time and attention to really get to know for who they are. And even like the most horrible person that might seem to you as horrible at a first sight, and I'm sure it happens to you, you start talking to this person, you start get to know the reasons why this person acts horrible, and you start feeling sorry and compassionate for the experience that this person had. And the more you hang with this person, you're like, oh my god, this person is brilliant, it's not horrible. And like you start falling in love with this person. And like it can happen with literally any person. There is nothing special about specific people in our life. Our time and attention that we dedicated to these people makes them special, but actually every single one of us beautiful, and you can fall in love with every single human on this planet earth if you allow yourself, if you allow yourself to see them for who they are. They're just like children, full of love and light. Like we all have this child core inside ourselves. And even we grow older and we become adults, but we kind of pretend that we know things now and we know how to deal with life. Yeah, we have like specific skills like earning money and taking care of ourselves, but that doesn't make us understand more life. In fact, in a lot of the times it makes us understand even less of life. We still those kids. And when you're a kid and you don't have all this burden of responsibilities and things that you have to deal in this adult world, you have this time, this attention to dedicate to other people. And that's why those childhood friendship is one of the most memorable, the strongest, and the connection that you felt to your friend when you were a child is uncomparable to any kind of connection later on in your life, just because you were so present with this person. You saw this person and this person saw you. And falling in love with the people, becoming friends with them is much easier. They don't have to be a certain gender, a certain skin color, certain religions. They don't have to listen certain music, right? They don't have to love certain things and support some politics and don't support others. But as an adult, we kind of collect all these labels on ourselves. Oh, I'm a vegetarian, I support that president and don't support the other one, I am multinational, I speak those languages, I only buy eco-friendly products, I listen like classical music and I don't listen pop music, I don't watch like Netflix, and all these things. And we collect those and we kind of wanna only hang with people who also have similar views as you do. But as a child, you don't have these views and you don't give a fuck what kind of views and what kind of music and movies the other person watch, right? You don't judge them. And when you grow up, you become so judgmental of yourself, of other people, and that doesn't allow you to see people for whom they are. Because instead of their beautiful person in front of you and this light and love inside of this person, you see just a bunch of labels. You kind of detect the appearance of the person. Depends on where you live. I think in Dubai specifically, it happens very often. You might scan the brands the person wears. Or is it eco-friendly brands? Is it luxury brands? Is it cheap brands? So you kind of scan this. It happens like automatically. You don't even notice. After, you might like scan how clean the person looks. You might like notice what's going on with their nails, what's going on with their hairs. After you scan, I don't know, it really depends on how you've been raised, in which country you live, how you conditioned as an adult, and all these things. So you scan all these things like first, and after the person start talking and you notice accent. Okay, this person is probably from this country, or it might be from this country. And of course you ask, I don't, but people do, like, what do you do? That is one of the main label you will put on this person. And the person say, oh, I own a company, and you're like, oh, that's cool. Or the person say, oh, I clean toilets, and you're like, oh, poor you, So you give your judgmental instantly. Look, you just gave like 200 judgments on your judgments, 200 judgments in your mind in the first like maybe 5 minutes that you saw this person. There is no way you're gonna see this person for whom they are, because those people are not the brands they're wearing. Those people are not the job title. Those those people in front of you, you don't see them for who they are. Your brain detected so many pieces of information about about these people and kind of capsuled it in so many labels, so it is familiar with this person in front of you. And once it's familiar, there is no danger in this anymore. That's just a survival mode. We try to detect and scan our environment for some predators, for some potential danger, and that's what we do to other people. But if you're in a survival mode, you never will be able to fall in love with anyone or to make genuine connection and friendship with anyone. The scariest part, you're not even aware of it. You're not even aware. You become adult and you're not even aware of what's going on. You think you're smart. And those people who is like older and more experienced, they kind of know the people. They're like, oh, I really know the people. I know their intentions. I know what they like. And they kind of meet the person and they already put this person in this kind of type. For example, this attention seeking type. This one crazy obsessed money type. This one trying to save everyone type. This one victim type, So you already have your own like types of personalities around. First, after a person starts speaking, you already kind of capsule this huge vast universe in front of you into one small personality capsule type. Of course you're never gonna see them for who they are. Of course you will never fall in love. It's one of the reasons why dating and like finding the right partner becomes harder and harder, because the more you know the people, the more labels you kind of collect, the more experiences, and those labels and experiences prevent you from connecting on a really genuine level with this person in front of you. It's okay just to be aware of this, and just to notice how you actually give those judgmentals to other people around you when you meet them. Instead of saying, oh, I know these kind of people, try to really look in their eyes and dedicate your presence, your attention to them. And I swear, when you look deeply in their eyes and trying to get to know them, really trying to get to know them, really trying to see them for who they are, what you see is love. What you see is just pure love. Behind all these labels, you just see this innocent child, just like standing. This child might be lost and hurt with all this weird experience that we have going on and overwhelmed. All this child wants is to give love and to receive love. We all just want that. We all just want to share love and receive love, share love and receive love, and kind of reflect this love to each other. And I feel the most genuine, beautiful connection happens. You might be drunk, or you might be so much upset that you don't care and you don't try to seem anyone right now. Or you maybe just don't care about the person at all. That's why you just, again, try not to be anyone. And you start talking just like complete truth, what you think about life, what really bothers you. You stop looking at this person and not trying to think what kind of advantage you can take of this person, because this person might be gone in 5 minutes from your life. It's just a stranger on the street you just start talking randomly to, and you can talk anything with this person, because it will leave your life and vanish from your life in like 10 minutes. So you can be really open. And those connections with random strangers that you will never see them again, like so beautiful, because you don't put any kind of expectations, any kind of labels. Like you don't want to waste time on this polite small talks about politics and weather and countries. I'm so bad at doing small talk. That's why I don't visit much those networking events in Dubai a lot. It's my mistake. I go to these events because I miss people and I want to talk to people and I want to meet some people, but nothing happens there. Just only small talks, honestly. Like only small talks. And I don't blame those people. I mean, we're in Dubai, we're in survival mode. Like, you have to earn money, right? And you have to survive and all these things. It's really hard to pass through this survival mode with the person in front of you. Maybe I don't have enough presence myself, and maybe I also give these judgmentals, which probably I do, judgmentals. I'm so bad with my English. I also give these judgments to other people, and I'm not even aware of half of them. It just happens automatically. Like my brain just like scan the environment, the people, and just like tack, 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 tack. And I think once you're aware of these judgments, once you see them, you're like, I see. You don't have to say like, oh, it's bad that I'm doing it. You don't have to feel bad about it. You just see them, and those kind of like disappear, and then just try to look beyond them, beyond your own judgments and labels, just into person's eyes directly. In the eyes, this is where the truth lies. You see the pictures of the people from their childhood till the very old age, and there's one single part that doesn't change. It's their eyes. They just like exactly the same. Exactly the same. It's like this child eyes full of wonder. Yeah, I think this is one of the most beautiful part of human being. It's their eyes. Personally, I love looking into my husband's eyes. I can just lose myself there. Just look and look and look and look. It's so beautiful. But it's not just my husband's eyes, because I dedicated again my time and attention to get to know him. I love him so much. But actually every single one of us is beautiful, and every single one of us has these beautiful eyes. This video is just a reminder to look at the people, not maybe the way you get used to look, but to really try to get to know them and see them for who they are. If you want other people to understand you, if you want other people to see you for who you are, try to do the same to them, and they will just reflect and project whatever you see in them. If you look in the person, in his eyes, and really feel that genuine love and light that kind of within him, he is gonna do exactly the same to you. And this love and light that inside you starts actually spreading. It kind of activates. It becomes like more vital, more alive, more vibrant, so you can feel it. And this love and light just starts to spread around on the environment, and suddenly the whole world is just like full of love and light, and the colors became brighter while you were talking to this person. I'm sure it happened to you. You can call it love because this is basically love, but in the practical terms, that's just your presence. You are present with this person, and this person is present with you, and you reflect this presence and love to each other, and it's just like spreads around. Imagine what kind of world would it be if every interaction we did with other human being was based on pure love and presence. The world would be a completely different place. But I love the way it is right now. Try to do that with other person. It's really magical. We are all so beautiful, and you can fall in love literally with every single one of us. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so, so much. Just wanted to add that I think that works for any type of relationship actually. Even between mother and the child. I mean, parent the child, doesn't have to be a mother. I think this kind of love that we experience towards children is the most pure, unconditional love that we can ever experience. At least it's considered as that one. I don't think it has anything to do with the physicality, that this human being is literally came from like our body. It's like physically part of us. Because can you say that the parents who adopted their children love them any less compared to the parents those children came natural way to them? I don't think so. It might be forced because you have to take care of this child. Like you kind of forced to dedicate your time and attention to this child, and you get to know this child, and you're like, oh my god, dude, you're fucking awesome. You're like the best thing in the world. Like how one single person can be so damn beautiful. And I think we can experience this kind of thing towards children pretty much. But I think we can experience that kind of love that we experience, and even for our children, towards any person. If you look at them, it's like, oh my god, you're so beautiful, you're so beautiful. You kind of see God in this person. In a way, it's part of God. And I think this romantic relationship that we have It's kind of training field for us where we can recognize God in another person, where you worship your partner, where you're like, oh my God, how the human being can be just like so damn beautiful. And it's not about perfect. I wanted to say perfect, but no, human being is never perfect. But it's just like perfect the way he is, with all his like flaws and annoyance. You don't want to change any single thing. It's just like so damn beautiful. This love that you experience towards your partner, towards your friends, towards child. But there's a thing, right? There's a thing. You can give only as much love to other person as much as you gave yourself. And that's the thing. You can only love to the degree that you kind of allowed yourself to love. Love yourself, accept yourself and the world around you. So it's sort of an ability to love that every single one of us has as a default setting, but it's being blocked by so much circumstances around, by traumas and things and the world around, and we kind of close ourselves, and sometimes we think we might not able to love, and we feel like we are unlovable ourselves. It's not possible to love us, but that's never true. It's never true. All you have to do is just allow, and the love is always there for every single one of us. And if you ever forget about this, just come back to this video, and I have many videos as a reminder of love on this channel. It's sort of a thing that I dedicated this channel is to kind of searching for more ways to love, for more reminders that the love is always there. The love is always there.